Hey, I'm Brent from Brenspeed. Welcome to another behind the scenes episode of our V6 Coyote swap. I am going to show you the Ford Performance Control Pack. A lot of you want to know what you get in that, as well as I thought we'd just also look at the alternator I'm going to use. It's the Boss alternator. This is another item we can get from Ford Performance. So don't forget, if you have more questions I don't cover on this, check the description. That's where I'm going to put links so you can get more info as well as pricing. So let's get with it. Right here we have the Ford Performance Control Pack. I want to set it down here. We're just going to start pulling things out of this box. Now, when you first get one of these, you can go to their website. Actually, you can go to their website now. I will have the link as well, but this is the instructions. You download it. It's 22 pages. It's pretty awesome. Tells you everything you're going to get as well as shows you how to install it. So let's start pulling this stuff out. And hey, don't forget, while I'm doing this, hit the subscribe button. That's how you're going to stay up to date as these videos keep coming out. You'll be notified if you hit the notification icon. So, huge wiring harness, we'll probably pull that out last. But something a lot of people ask are, do you get any sort of air box? And you do. You get an air induction system. Now remember, my control pack is the 15 to 17, and that's specific to the 15 to 17 engine. It's basically because of the camshafts. If you have an 11 to 14 engine, I will link a description to that as well. This is the airbox. Basically what comes on the car from the factory. You do get the mass airflow sensor already in it, so that's something you're not going to have to buy. What else do we get in here? Now this is surprising. You actually get the radiator hoses, which I didn't know that came inside this kit, so that's a bonus, something I'm not going to have to buy. I think the engine I bought might have already had this one on there, but hey, this is brand new, so I'm going to use it. That's awesome. You do get, because it is a drive-by-wire setup, you get your gas pedal. So everything's plug and play. The harness is going to plug right in here. You mount that. And then if you're doing like a hot rod, you can mount this wherever you need it. Of course, it's going to go in the normal location on our V6 car. More of the airbox right here. Tube runs up to the throttle body. You also get in here your two front O2 sensors. Very important you have these because the car is what we call like wideband control. This is going to control your fueling and not only wide open throttle, but also cruising around. That's a bonus right there. You do get in here, these are some sensors for the clutch. This is a manual transmission control pack. If you are going to use this with some sort of like manually shifted automatic, you really aren't going to need these, but there's some wires you're going to have to loop together because it won't be looking for the clutch safety switch, but you're going to get those. I mean, this thing is complete. This is really everything I'm going to need to get this engine running. Now, it's not your engine harness. It goes on top of your engine, okay? That's not in this kit. It goes to like your coil packs. This is your PCM and a harness that's going to basically run up to the engine, as well as a fuse box and like down to the transmission. So PCM right here, let's check this out. The calibration on this is for 91 and higher octane. It is for this air induction system right here. If you're gonna run something custom, you're gonna need a new calibration for that. And also, just so you know, this is very important on your fuel system. When you run this computer, this is gonna be what's called a return style fuel system. That's what you're gonna have to run. So if you are trying to run like a factory fuel system right out of maybe a wrecked car, this computer's not going to work. All right, so check this out right there. Get your PCM. Get another hose here. Now, here's the madness. Here's your wiring harness. I think we're going to cut this thing open and let you see exactly what you get. So I read through these instructions. I mean, we've installed these before, but I mean, don't let the size of this harness freak you out. These instructions do tell you pretty much where everything goes there. So I think let's just go ahead and cut this whole thing open here. You want to make sure when you're doing this, you don't cut any of the wires. That'd be horrible. You know, these behind the scenes videos are pretty cool because I go in a little bit more depth about some of the parts. But don't forget to watch the actual episodes on building the car because those have really good information in them also. All right. So you basically are going to have in here, this is like a fuse panel right here. Check that out. Already has everything in it. And the instructions do tell you what all this is for. That's nice. These wires are typically always marked. So let's see. Yeah, like simple. Like look at that, 12 volt key on. You're not really left with much guessing. What else we have? I mean, they're all marked. Starter lead. I mean, it's literally telling you what everything is. So not only do the instructions tell you where this stuff goes, it's really on here. IC pickup, MAF, alternator. I mean, that's awesome. So like, look at this. And typically on these harnesses, I mean, the plugs are all different for the most part, so it's pretty hard to put something in the wrong place. But again, everything's marked on here. So there's your wiring harness. It looks a little crazy. We're gonna start putting, I think we're gonna put this in the car today. And that's your Ford Racing control pack. Pretty complete kit, I like them a lot. Again, check the description, I'll have links. And also remember, it's super important, if you're running a 15 to 17 engine, you need to run this control pack right here. And that's what we have. So let's check out this alternator. Okay, so the Boss alternator kit. Now, they advertise this as high RPM because the Boss was a more high RPM engine, so it's gonna have a few, I think idlers are just designed for higher RPM, I guess. So let's see what we get in here. You're gonna get your instructions, which, okay, this isn't that difficult to install, but you do get that. Oh, everything's all bagged up. Brand new belt. Okay, idler. So this is good. You get the Boss belt tensioner. And let's look. We'll open that up. All new hardware, which is actually good because I don't have this hardware because the engine did not come with an alternator on it. And then here it is. Ford Performance. Ford Performance makes a lot of these conversions just really nice because they offer so many different things that really help you out. You know, you can find this stuff at a salvage yard, but I wanted to use this one. So here you go. Looks like an alternator, all right? But that's it right there. So that's your Ford Performance Boss alternator kit. They're priced really good, so you get an alternator, belt, some hardware, a tensioner, and this steel idler right here. Pretty sweet setup. So that's it on this. I think we're gonna go out and check the car out because this really wouldn't be a good behind the scenes video if we didn't see what's going on with that. And this is gonna go on today. So they're probably waiting on me to wrap this up so they can get started. But let's go check the car out. Well, car's coming along good. Love the wheels and tires. I cannot wait to get some drag springs on it so it sits slow. But I think it's coming along really, really good. I still have some more parts to buy, of course. I think we're probably about ready to put the engine in this coming up. We're gonna get the computer and wiring on. Look at this. So this is the pedal I showed you earlier. So again, you have a hot rod, you're gonna need this. But here's what was, I thought was cool, was on this car, it's the same bolt pattern as the pedal we took out. So simple swap. The plugs are different, so you cannot use the original one. You gotta use the one that comes with the control pack. But that's it for today. I hope you subscribe to this video. And remember, the description, I'm gonna have links. If you have questions about any of this stuff, leave a comment. I'm happy to answer. And maybe you got some ideas on what else I need to do. Please leave that in the comments because maybe we'll do it. Thanks for watching.